that address. They were ordering food, they were visiting the town, the mall.
But just because they have the ability to leave and to order food and go shopping, that doesn't mean that they're not being human trafficked.
What? What the fuck?
Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate's lawyer finally speaks out after a pretty good while. As you guys know, Tristan and Andrew are still held for 30 days over there in Romania. There's been a lot of things going on over there, such as the hospitalization of Andrew Tate that had been floating around. So there's been a lot of news here. So the lawyer's finally spoken up, and we're going to do a reaction here and let's see what he has to say.
Lawyer, who we find busy preparing the defense, but also inundated by inquiries from the press. Now, your client, Andrew Tate, is accused of human trafficking and forming an organized crime group. Is that true? Is that what they've been doing here in Romania?
Our client, my clients, don't recognize the allegations against them, and their positions in front of the prosecutors and in front of the judge were not to recognize these felonies that pretending to be done by them, and they support us as a team of lawyers with all the proofs and evidences is needed to prove their innocency.
The prosecutor is quite a well-established person and would not have brought this case if they didn't have the evidence.
Legally, yes, but we are now in a phase of investigation. Is not a public phase of a trial. And we are not talking in this moment if the defendant is guilty or is not guilty regarding a felony. We are now in a phase that the prosecutors didn't finish the investigation. And I think that it's very early to talk about if we have a case or we don't have a strong case. The prosecutor has also the possibility not to send this case in the court to be judged.
The prosecutor says 6 alleged victims were found, all women, at the Tate properties. Now, were these women being held there and exploited?
Okay, so as you guys know, on my last video, I had spoken that 6 women came out and spoke about coming out, claiming that they were held against their will over there at the Tate mansion and were forced to do provocative acts over there. I saw a couple videos saying that he would hold their passports. That was completely misinformation. He wasn't holding anybody's passports. Everybody was free to go. He would fire a lot of the women. Okay, a lot of women came and went. He had 75 women under his belt. Of course, there's going to be plenty of women out there that are come out there and say false allegations for money. If you know the story of Samson, Delilah betrayed Samson for money, and we see that plenty of times. These types of women that are highly hypergamous will easily sell out anybody for a bag, you know, and they get that Cardi B bad bitch mentality from modern day society.
From our point of view and from the position explained by our client, I will say a definitely no. And as argument to my position is the fact that when the investigator came in the house of our clients, the doors were opened, all the girls had access to their own phone number, cellular data. If somebody is kept in a house against his will and he has his phone and he has the possibility to post on social media, on Instagram, to make TikTok content, to talk to the phone, has the same possibility to call 112.
Or to just leave the house.
Or to just leave the house.
Exactly.
Because we have the evidences by the cameras from the house that the girls were alone in the house,
right,
that they demand food at
So yeah, these chicks were staying there. They were eating his food. They were drinking his alcohol. They were partying over there. They would go to the mall. They go out. They were all friends with each other. These were the type of chicks that were over there at the Tate household. Completely normal. They were free to go. They weren't held against their will in any way, shape, or form. That's where he's coming from in this statement. So of course these girls, there's proof on the cameras. Remember the last, the big allegation that happened with that last chick that was claiming that she was being held against her will. Her boyfriend called the U.S. ambassadors. They came in and raided the Tate house, and they had surveillance footage of her going out there getting an Uber's Eats, man, some pizza. She went out there to get some fucking pizza and then came back in and started partying with the girls, man. So, again, it's a trickling lie, and that's what happened the first time around. And again, these chicks do allegations all the time. So let's take it to court. They probably have some kind of evidence to try to get him on like some human trafficking stuff. But in my personal opinion, I don't think they have anything. They're going to try to put him away because of the influence he has, and they've been trying to do that already. So they're going to take any opportunity they have, and we'll see where that goes. But that's where I stand on that.
That address, they were ordering food, they were visiting the town, the mall.
But just because they have the ability to leave and to order food and go shopping, that doesn't mean that they're not being human trafficked.
Okay. Listen to what he just said. Okay, well, just because they're going to the mall, just because they're partying, just because they're free to go whenever they want to go, doesn't mean they're being humanly trafficked, right? No way.
According to some experts, Andrew Tate employs the loverboy method, which is to make the women fall in love with them, make them feel under his control, to handle all of the finances, and make them dependent on him. Is it true that Andrew Tate has been employing the loverboy technique, which, technically speaking, is human trafficking?
It's a pity that at this moment, legally speaking, because the investigation is not public, I am not allowed by the law to give more details. But I will give you that this loverboy method is not sustained by the evidences, and we have contrary evidences. And I am wondering, were all the girls so in love with Andrew Tate that all of the girls had their brain washed by this method of loverboy?
But as his lawyer,
Okay. So even the lawyer is saying like, okay, remember 75 women fully employed by Andrew Tate. You really think, like, I mean, Andrew Tate's awesome. He's really good at his game. Don't get me wrong. He's rich, etc. But can you really actually believe this guy made 75 women fall in love with him, full on head over heels? And according to this guy, he said, well, the loverboy method is technically human trafficking. Okay, well, the Tinder swindler, he didn't get charged with human trafficking. I would argue that the Tinder swindler actually put the loverboy method into play to its perfection. That guy literally had a whole pyramid scam of women that were paying him money. So if you're going to say the loverboy method is human trafficking, that's your idea? Okay, he did the loverboy method, therefore human trafficking. That's what that equals. This is ludicrous. That's unbelievably ridiculous. But of course, some experts, which we don't know who the experts are. Is it fucking, I don't know. Is it Hugh Hefner? Did they do the Ouija board, put him back from the dead, and asked him? He's the only expert from the top of my head that would do the loverboy, And he was like fucking 90 years old, man. But anyways, let's move on here. This guy's being ridiculous, of course.
Are you aware of the numerous bits of video evidence that are out there on YouTube and elsewhere, where your client talks very explicitly about how he controls the women who work for him? It's very clear from the public record that he's already talked about the loverboy technique and how to control and manipulate these women.
Okay. I don't know by heart all the videos of Andrew Tate. We are now in a phase that we have to prepare other type of defendings for our clients. But I wondering myself, are you talking about the real Andrew Tate on those videos, or are you talking about a character? Because from my point of view, as you know,
a character
nowadays a lot of people are posting content on the internet just to sell an image, a character. I am not sure that we are talking about the real person, Andrew Tate.
In previous videos, we have seen your client Andrew Tate boasting of being able to pay off the Romanian.
Okay, so what he's saying there is he's saying that Andrew Tate, he believes Andrew Tate does some kind of character in his videos, which honestly, I mean, this isn't the first time that I've heard that. I think a lot of even like Andrew Tate haters say there's no way this guy is that dude, right? Yeah, he's playing some kind of over-exaggerated character, which is true, actually, to be honest. Even people that are close to him, like Fresh and Fit, have admitted the way he goes about his over-exaggeration is a bit of a character. We know that. It's not anything that's a secret, you know? Of course, we've had even other people like Patrick Bet Davis, who stated that they asked him, is this guy the same on camera as he is off camera? And his answer was that no, this guy is very genuine. I like him more off camera than I do on camera. So he's more or less pretty much the same guy, but I think it's his personality just on another level of over exaggeration, I guess you could say, and that's where I believe the lawyer is coming at it from that angle.
Criminal justice system. So is that the intention for Andrew Tate now that he's actually, in jail? Is he going to try to buy off the Romanian criminal justice system?
For sure, no. As a lawyer, I can say a big no. A big no.
He's going to have to go through...
And I don't want to comment anymore because I don't know this statement of my client, this declaration of my client.
But again, you might think that that's just him playing a character.
Exactly.
It is possible. It is possible.
When your client was arrested, he said very enigmatically, the Matrix has sent their agents to get me. The Matrix has attacked me. Can you explain what he means by that?
I also don't know. I heard...
Okay, this is an example of the news media kind of covering up and making Andrew look like he's crazy because he's calling out the globalists, the NWO, the deep state, the what you guys and many others that follow Andrew Tate refer to as the Matrix.
The story of Matrix, but I don't know. I have a serious profession and I didn't ask my client about this Matrix story because I think that is about something on media platforms or internet platforms. Well, and I don't know about this story with Matrix.
He thinks there is a global system that includes big tech and governments and so on,
crazy,
that
right?
is trying to control and inhibit the way pretty much everyone lives, and that he has been targeted by them. Some people might even call it the deep state, if you like. He has been targeted by them because he is trying to emancipate young men. Now, do you believe that as his lawyer?
I don't believe that. And I think that if you are talking about my client beliefs, you should ask him at the proper time about this matter. This matter, it doesn't have to do anything with my activity as lawyer.
Just a final question then. I know you visit your client perhaps twice a day sometimes. How is Mr. Tate doing?
He's not very well. He's disappointed, but he is willing to resist and to help the investigators to find the truth, to present all the evidences that he has in his favor, and he hopes that he will take part. It will take part of a fair trial.
Yeah, exactly. So there you have it right there. You have Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate's lawyer. That last question about Andrew Tate believing that the Matrix is after him and everything like that. I spoke about that in the last video, and he claimed that it's because he's basically empowering young men and boys. And the truth is yeah. Because the thing is, the Matrix, whatever you want to call them, if you're a man that is there for transitioning little kids, if you're a man that wants a drag queen story hour to happen, if you're a person that believes that you and your wife should go 50-50 and the partnership is equal in every way, shape, or form, if you're a guy that believes transgender women are the same as regular women and they should be playing sports, If you believe that women should go out there, get a bag, be CEO, and neglect the nuclear family and not raise children, and just be a 40-year-old woman with cats and be single and listen to Beyonce, then you are an example of man that's weakening men. And so the Matrix doesn't go after those guys because they're doing exactly what they're programmed to do. But Andrew isn't following the program. Andrew is saying the exact opposite, and he's actually calling out this propaganda machine. He's calling out the propaganda machine. He's shaking the cages of people that run this certain country a certain way, with the companies, with BlackRock, a lot of these deep state elites, and he's shaking those cages. And this is why he's being targeted. And this is why they want to get him in jail. They don't want this guy to be around anymore. He's a big threat, similar to Alex Jones. They canceled him as well, and they did go after him financially with the Sandy Hook stuff. So I did go into great detail about that in one of my videos of Andrew Tate's the greatest, I believe, greatest troll of the Matrix, something like that. You can find it on my channel. Anyways, that's all I got for you right now. The lawyer spoke out finally. He had a lot of interesting things to say of what's the upcoming news of Andrew Tate and his brother, and we'll see where it goes. Anyways, like, subscribe. If you made it to the end of this video, I know this ran a little kind of lengthy. Let me know, man. Let me know who are the people that are actually watching, and let's start a conversation, man. Love you guys, all right? Peace.